Hey, this is your Rhino moment. Stay awake. What comes around, goes around. Here's the circle. Oh man, good circle this morning, Dr. Fred. Yep. And then we've got some circles. Wow! Now you at home, you try and do that. But what those are is little circles within circles, okay? So here's a circle, and here's a circle. And they always, afferents, always going up, always coming down. Now here they come, afferents go into the system, and then they come up the system, out of the system. And these ones go up and then down. And then they go up and then they go down. And so what goes in comes out. Input equals output. Input equals output. Here we go. Here we go. In the red. In the red. That's the input. That's the output. If you give, you receive. When? On your clock? No. On the universal clock. See? On the universal clock. So you give, and then there's a space between giving and receiving. And that's where you have to be centered. You have to be centered. So DC stands for direct connection. And we covered some of that this weekend. So when you get that direct conviction, a conviction is not a wish. I wish I had more new pay. I wish I was healthy. No, we don't do that anymore. So this part of going into the circle, and you live in the circle. So I can say these are your lungs. And this is your colon. So if you've got issues, if your colon is inflamed, then your lungs will start to accumulate. They're going to start accumulating congestion. Why? Because you're not having a through. Your colon isn't cleansed. If you cleanse, the colon is a yin organ, and the lungs is a yang. The yangs are they're solid, man. You can pump stuff right through this is a colon. There, pump it through. So if your yin, is too acidic, then you're going to have problems up here. Well, the same thing everywhere else in your life. Wherever the inflammation is, that'll be too yin. That'll mean too sympathetic. No, too parasympathetic. Yes. And then the yang, which is the sympathetic, can't breathe. And I have some patients, so what do? We help them with their Corella. We get them to cleanse. And now would be a great time for all of us to cleanse. And we remember, there's still a space between the yin and the yang. And so we created that space between this weekend and had an amazing Schofield Chiropractic training. Mo, Chi, Chu.